What's up YouTube, Kevin Wolford123, doing a little update on the Shield TV, which as you can see is on the screen here. What I'm going to say about it is just a couple of things I've found that are worth getting if you are using a Shield TV. So, first of all, I've got the 16 gig Shield TV. I've said that enough times now. And they do a 500 gig version. I've heard the 500 gig version has problems with the hard drives. Not every one of them, but it's been a problem where they've had to recall a few. So I would say give the 500 gig a miss, save a bit of money, go for the 16 gig, buy yourself an external hard drive. Now, I think it's any USB 3.0 hard drive will work. I've just got one like this. Just plug it in, set it up as internal space, and you use it straight away. So it's quite good to fill up. The other thing you need, I recommend getting, is a memory stick. Doesn't matter what size, I've gone for a really fast 64 gig. It's like an SSD one, just so that you can plug it into your PC and fill it up with games and stuff like that, or fill it up with like APK files, then transfer it to the Shield, plug it in, then you can go into the operating system like ES File Explorer there, and you can transfer the data across like that. It makes it a bit easier. I'm not too sure if you can wire it in directly into the PC and transfer. I can't see why not, but I just think this way is a lot easier. You know, plug it into the PC, fill it up, transfer it across, and then just copy and paste it to where you want it. Fill up as much as you like then, and it's really fast. Now, if you're looking at getting a Shield TV, another feature that it's got is emulation. As you can see on the screen, I've got SNES there, I've got Game Boy, I've got loads of different ones. I've got PS1, PSP, loads of different ones, even GameCube there. A good thing to get. I mean, you get the controller with it. The Shield controller is quite nice. It's not the best, but if you're into retro gaming and you're getting one of these and you want to get something, grab one of these pads. This is an 8-bit do. Well, actually, I don't know how people say it. People say 8-bit do, but it's 8-bit do, I say, because it's like Nintendo. You don't say Nintendo. So, as you can see it, I don't know if it will focus. Focus. Well, you can just about make it out there. 8-bit do gamepad. It's got, I think it's a 20-hour battery life. Really light. Feels just like a Super Nintendo controller, and I'm saying, well, I say just like, it actually feels better than a Super Nintendo controller. So would I recommend it? 10 out of 10 definitely. The battery on it is still full. It's been lasting, I think we've been using it for about 6 hours a day for about a week, and it's still going. They said 20 hours, seems to be longer for me. Maybe I'm just light using it, I'm not too sure. But yeah, well, this is a Super Famicom version, so it's called the SFC 30. So it's got the coloured buttons like the PAL, so I like them ones, so I went with that instead of the American one. You got your D-pad, start select, L and R. Then on the top you got indicator lights. I think the right one is your Bluetooth, your left one is your power indicator, and then you've got a USB, micro USB in the middle. And that's what it looks like. So I'm just going to show you quickly how it pairs up, just to show how easy it is. So go to settings, go to add accessories. This is a Bluetooth accessory, not a Wi-Fi accessory. So all you do is you just hold start on the gamepad. Starts flashing like that on the top. Then you'll see it come up 8-bit do SFC 30 gamepad. Just select that. It says pairing. And eventually connecting paired. So there you go. See, working through the menu now. B is to go back. A is to enter. So we're going to go, let me just turn the volume down because we don't want a copyright strike. We will go to John SNES emulator. And let's go to a bit of Donkey Kong Country. As you can see, well, I'll put it there, look. And you can play it perfectly, and it just feels exactly like a, well, as I said, it's exactly as a Super Nintendo pad, but it's actually better than a Super Nintendo pad, so I have to rate it 10 out of 10. I can't get over how good it is. I've actually liked it so much, I've ordered the second one for 2-player. I can't go back to using the Shield controls with it now. I have to use this pad. It's really, really good. As I said, super lightweight, feels like a SNES pad. Can't go wrong. One of the most comfortable pads to use as well, the Super Nintendo pad. Feels great in the hand. And yeah, when it's on, blue LED light just stays on like that to tell you it's paired, and away you go. The only one thing I would say, which if I don't know if anyone from 8-bit Do is watching this, they're probably not, is that when you're playing an emulator and it's a game like the SNES, you use every button on the controller. So when you want to go back to the menu, there's no button to press. You've got no button that you can press to get back to the menu to change the game or whatever. It would be nice to maybe have a button just in the middle there, like just a little tactile button. You can just reach over. I want to, change the games. Click it there and go in, like a mode button. It's on the back. It doesn't have to ruin the front to make it look any different from a SNES pad, but it'd be nice to have it on the back. Just a little button, and you don't hit it there. You won't hit it with your fingers. So yeah, just a little button to press and bring up the menu. You could always map it to select, because select is rarely used in a game. So that's one way of getting around of it. But I just think it'd be nice to use all the buttons like you would on a SNES and have an extra button on the back. But that's just a bit nitpicking. So anyway, let's get out of this. So to get out of it, I have to use a remote. And this leads me to my second, one of my other great pickups for the Shield TV, which is the Shield TV remote. As you can see, it's about, I don't know how long that is, 6 inches, something like that. The problem is it scratches quite easy because it's that polished plastic, so it's like piano black, and it scratches quite easy. Like the original PS3 and the Xbox One, they had this colour on it, and it can scratch with just a bit of dust. If you just rub it, it just scratches it up, which is annoying, but it's not the end of the world. It's also got metal surrounds. This is all metal wings come in here, along here. I think I've read it's capacitive, that when you hold it, it knows that you're holding it, so it turns on. I don't know if that's true. That may be absolute crap. But yeah, so it's got a mic in the middle, so you can search for things. So let's try clicking that. Monkeys living in the jungle. And there you go. Monkeys living in the jungle. I don't know why I said that. There you go. There's something new to add. Anyway, you press that, and that is just a voice search, so you can search for anything on YouTube by pressing it. You can use, I think you can use it in Netflix as well. Netflix, I'm not too sure if you can use it in anything else. It doesn't work in Kodi. It'd be nice to have it in Kodi, but it doesn't work. You've got the back button here, your home button there, enter button in the middle, up, down, left, right. And I find if you've used an Apple TV remote, I find them awful, because as you're pressing down and up, you seem to hit the middle button at the same time. You don't have this problem with this. It doesn't seem to hit it, no matter how big you... I mean, I've got quite fat thumbs, so no matter how much you press the button, you're not going to hit the middle button. I can't fault it, really. I think I paid £30 for this. It's worth every penny. Its build quality is great, and the battery life just lasts forever. I've charged it. I've had it for like 3 weeks now. One charge, and it's still going after 3 weeks, so I'm happy with that. I'm happy if I had to charge it once a week, but the battery just seems to last ages, and it says on it, if you go into the options, that the battery's still good. So I think that's still like 50%. So I probably get about 6-8 weeks out of it. Some people say, I think it's 40 days battery life. I'm not too sure if that's true. So you have to give it a go yourself. But yeah, this is a definitely must-have. Especially, well, I'll say it's a must-have. If you're using the box just for gaming, it's not a big deal. You don't really need it, because you're not going to use it much. If you're using it for Kodi and TV and media streaming and Netflix and stuff like that. Someone's doing burnouts outside the house. That sounds great. Yeah, so... if you're using it for Netflix and all stuff like that, and using it for Kodi, it's great. You just pick it up, search what you want to search, put it back down. Otherwise, you've got to pick up your remote, which is, yeah, it's over there, too far. You pick it up, this big beast remote, you've got to turn it on, you've got to start selecting stuff and typing with it. It's just a lot of effort. And the battery on them isn't that long, so you're wasting time with that. So yeah, definitely grab one of these. If you're into media player stuff, grab this. Anyway, something I forgot to add with the Shield remote. In the middle here, there's a section, as you can see, it's a long piece of plastic just in between the two side wings. That's actually the volume control. So you put your finger on it and turn it up and down like that. As you can see at the top of the screen, it's moving up and down. The other thing I forgot to mention was there's a headphone jack in the bottom. So if you want to listen to it privately, you're watching a film or something and you don't want to annoy anyone, plug your headphones in there, 3.5mm jack, and listen to whatever you want. I can't really think of anything else to pick up at the moment. What I would like to see in the future is instead of a Super Nintendo controller like this, they do a Mega Drive version, because obviously you whack this on for your emulation, you play your SNES, you can play your NES. There's a NES version of this as well, so you can play NES games. But the thing with the NES one is the buttons are shaped like are like this. They're spread out like this. So your A, B, X, Y, instead of just being A and B side by side. So you might as well just use the SNES control, and it's comfortable. But that can go for the Mega Drive as well. I mean, you can use these as A, B, C, and that's your Mega Drive pad, and you've got extra buttons then left over, which you can use for either 6-button gamepad, so you can change these to 6-button, or you could use it for you know, going into the menus and things like that. But if they do a Mega Drive pad, I'll definitely pick it up. But yeah, so far, memory stick is a must for transferring data, a hard drive for transferring, even get a memory card. It fits up to, I think it's 128 gig, but people have tried 200 gig, 200 gig memory micro SD cards, and they work. So grab a micro SD card if you want a bit more storage and use that as internal storage. It's up to you. And these are a must. Anyway, I'm rambling on now. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.